Right now, the Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana, CETAG, has declared an indefinite nationwide strike effective today, Monday, the 24th of November, 2025. A statement from the National Executive Committee directed all members in the 46 colleges of education, public to be specific, to withdraw all services, including teaching and supervision of students, until further notice. CETAG says the decision follows government's failure to fully implement the National Labour Commission's arbitral award issued on the 2nd of May, 2023, despite multiple engagements. My colleague Noura Mohammed, she's visiting some of the public colleges of education here in the capital for us to help us understand exactly what is happening there. Noura, thank you very much for joining us. Talk to us as to what the school looks like at this particular point in time.
Mawina, yes, indeed. Here at the Accra Training College, we can see that teaching and learning has ceased completely, and very few students can be seen loitering about the premises, and most of them, I'm told, are in their dormitories. We just spoke to the vice president for the SRC, Rashida, and she told me that most of the students are quite disheartened at what is going on, and especially the first-year students who just reported to school just a week ago, and so they are mostly at sea as to whatever is going on with the strike action, and their teachers not teaching them in their respective classrooms. So it's quite a quiet, somber, serene environment here.
And have we spotted any of the teaching staff as well? And you mentioned the vice president of the SRC as well. What about some of the first-year students who say that we understand reported to school just last week? What have they been telling you, if you've spoken to any of them?
Well, the teachers. Can you hear me, Mawena? Okay.
I can.
The teachers are still of the same conviction that they had last year. So apparently last year they threatened to go on strike. However, the government still did not meet their needs, and so this year they decided to take action, and this strike they are calling is indefinite, and so they will not be resuming teaching and learning until the government pays them all that they are owed in arrears. And they are complaining that teachers who were supposed to be migrated onto the public university payment structure were indeed migrated. However, they had been downgraded. And so these are some of the concerns. Also, in addition to the allowances for research and books, which were to be paid for 2022, 2023, and 2023-2024 academic years, have not been paid. Although I'm told I think a few colleges have been paid in part, partially paid, but then about 36 colleges are yet to receive their payments. And so they are saying that if the government does not pay them what they are owed, they will not resume teaching and learning.
Noura, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Noura, for those details. And we'll go to Kumasi shortly, but let's speak to CETAG President Maxwell Bunu, who's joining us this afternoon as well, for a quick chat. Mr. Bunu, thank you very much for speaking to us. You say you've engaged the government a countless number of times, and there's been no action. What did the last engagement with the government bring forth? Was it a positive response which they've not fulfilled?
So much for the opportunity, and good afternoon to your viewers as well. The last engagement was on the 19th, but if you can permit me to put the issue in perspective a little, you recall that we gave a presser on 27th of October this year, asking the government to actually step in as early as practicable to intervene and then get our outstanding issues resolved. At the end of October, which we gave the government, nothing happened. In the same presser, we issue a strike notice to the National Labour Commission And the commission actually invited us. Out of respect for the commission, we went there. They gave us 5th of November, so we met them on the 5th of November, including the other stakeholders. Unfortunately, CETAG wasn't there, but Fair Wages and Salary Commission presented. And the commission was not happy with the government team the way they have handled the remaining issues, so they pleaded with us and asked that they go back within 2 weeks, and they even asked us to reiterate the concerns to them, because it appeared the lawyers who came that they were not conversant, they were appear new, they're not conversant with the issue, so we're asked to reiterate the issues to them. They had them written, and they were given 2 weeks to go back and then revert. And they set a new date for us to appear before them. That was past 19th of November. We got there on the 19th, and the story was the same. And all that we heard was that CETAG and the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, they had done the paperwork, so they have finished their part, and therefore it is now in the domain of Ministry of Finance, and therefore it's the finance that is not releasing funds for us to be paid. Meanwhile, these are bodies that are supposed to work on behalf of government. So after doing the paperwork, we think that they should also still ensure that the finance ministry releases funds to pay our members. But we decided to even take the initiative. We went to the finance ministry about 4 times, and yet it is just one story after another. So on Thursday, past Thursday, NEC, in consultation with council, took the decision that we certainly have to embark on industrial action, and since that's the only language governments understand, so that they could get all the issues resolved. And the council has resolved that until all the issues are resolved, no lecturer, and I mean no lecturer, will be expected to step his or her feet into any lecture hall that is lecturing and also performing any other duty related to our academic work. So that is the decision taken by National Council.
And since this announcement of the strike, has there been any calls from any of the government quarters seeking to have you come forth again for a conversation as to when these monies can be paid?
Thank you. Yes, just before I joined your network, I had a call from the PRINCOF chairman that the minister would like to meet us tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then also I had a call from CETAG, the Deputy General, that they would also like to meet with us. But then, because I have to engage you, I would not finish with the conversation with the Deputy General at CETAG. So I'll revert to him and get to know exactly what time they would also want to meet us.
And when you say the ministry, do you mean the finance ministry or the education ministry?
No, I mean the Ministry of Education. The minister, that's a call I got from PRINCOF here that the minister would like to meet us tomorrow.
Right, and this meeting, what is the resolve you're going into this meeting with? Because you say you've had countless engagements, it hasn't yielded any fruits, and yet another meeting has been called after the strike, which you say is a language the government understands. What is the stance you're going into this meeting with?
Thank you very much. I think we have had enough of these CETAG coming, embarking on strike. We are not happy with the way things are, so that we don't want to be noted that we are only interested in going on strike. So at this point, we are going to ensure that all the outstanding issues are resolved before we suspend this strike. That is ensuring that the 39 outstanding colleges that they owe the all-year-round work compensation for additional duty performed in the year 2022, the funds are released. Then our 2022-23, 2023-24 BRA arrears are also paid. Then Aquacarries money, that is the top-up, is also released. That of our colleagues that have been downgraded, Labour Commission has taken up that matter, and we'll get the ruling next year, January 21st.
Right.
That was the date that was set. So we want to actually use this opportunity and make sure that all outstanding issues are resolved for CETAG members. Thank you very much.
That's a tall order, but I wish you all the best in that meeting tomorrow. Maxwell Bunu is the CETAG president speaking to us this afternoon. I mentioned we're going to take you to the Ashanti region because there is a college of education there where my colleague Ibrahim Abubakar is currently stationed at. and we're taking you there right now to gauge the mood as well, even as we understand a meeting has been scheduled tomorrow between CETAG and the Education Ministry, as well as PRINCOF, the principals of colleges of education. Ibrahim, thank you very much for joining us as well. Talk to us as to what campus is like where you are.
Well, so Mauna, I initially went to the Wesley College of Education before coming to St. Louis College of Education, all within Kumasi. And it's just the students who do not even know what to do next. In fact, in the morning, there were a number of them who went to the classroom ready with their books, waiting for their tutors to come and teach them, only to be told that their tutors are on strike. But for the few others, they said they had hint from yesterday that there will be a strike this morning. For that matter, they didn't prepare much. And you look at most of them, especially the first years, they are a bit confused because they came in not long ago and they are expecting that academic activity will kickstart this week for them to be able to continue with their studies. For those even in the third year, they are also worried because, mind you, last year or last 2 years, CETAG went on a long strike that affected or disrupted the academic calendar, and they are just trying to see what they can do to get back to wherever they need to be, only to be told that their tutors have gone to strike again. And for that matter, for the students, they are quite frustrated, and they are just hoping that with immediate effect, government will just recall these tutors or the leadership of CETAG back to the drawing table so that they find a lasting solution to this one. Because in all this, the students are the ones facing the brunt of this action. For that matter, they want something to be done. I earlier engaged with some of the teacher trainees. Let's listen to what they have been sharing with me.
Going to affect the studies of the students. That's our freshers and then the continuous students. You know that we just paid a huge of amount for the school fees and we came here. So as we just started with lectures and we are even approaching SMAS, also the timetable, that's the provisional timetable, is already done. So
it's taken effect because, as you can see, we are just roaming about. We have nothing to do now. No lectures, no anything. We are just there. Then we be eating, drinking, sleeping. As at now, we were waiting to receive our books to learn, but then it's not in because we just started the semester. So we are praying and hoping that the government should settle the debt so they come back to school.
Because we just resumed, it's been 2 weeks and school fees and payments have been made already. So it's a worry because some even struggled with their money, and some too they've not even finished paying, but they are still looking for mediums to pay. So just now that we resumed and just now they are leaving us, I think it's a worry. So the government can come in and on our behalf. So it makes.
So Ibrahim, some students, thank you very much for the reporting. That's my colleague Ibrahim Abubakar. But Maxwell Bunu sought to explain the genesis as to why they are on this industrial action. Let's try and run you through that quickly in terms of what the concerns are for CETAG and the basis upon which they are deciding to embark on this industrial action. And they say, amongst many other things, the non-payment of all year-round work compensation for additional duties performed in 2022 across 39 colleges of education, with only partial payment made to the Accra College of Education, where my colleague Nura was reporting from. Outstanding book and research allowance arrears for 2023-2024 academic year. They also cite, amongst many other things, outstanding book and research allowance for 2022-2023, same for 2021-2022, owed to Akokre College of Education. And so this is specific to that institution. And we heard Mr. Bunu mention that as well. And so those are the concerns, really. But it will take us on to our very first break here on News Central. When we return,